Relax, take a breath, and let this story ease your mind. Zinnia and Lobilia's delightful adventure. This story is about Zinnia and her best friend Lobelia, who embark on an adventure and discover a magical grove with delightful flowers and a guardian who grants them a gift of boundless joy. In a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and lush meadows, lived a young girl named Zinnia. She had sparkling blue eyes that reflected the sky and a smile that could light up the darkest of days. Zinnia loved to explore the forests and fields around her home, collecting flowers and chasing butterflies. Her best friend was a tender hat named Lobelia, a gentle creature with soft fur and wings that shimmered with every color of the rainbow. They spent their days together exploring, discovering, and sharing moments of pure delight. One sunny morning, as the first rays of sunlight filtered through the trees, Zinnia and Lobelia set out on a new adventure. They decided to venture deeper into the forest than they had ever been before. The forest was alive with the sounds of birds chirping and leaves rustling. The air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers and fresh earth. As they walked deeper into the woods, they came across a hidden grove filled with the most beautiful flowers they had ever seen. The flowers glowed with an inner light, casting a soft, magical luminescence all around. "Flowers are so special," Zinnia whispered. "They must be the source of all the joy and happiness in our village." Lobelia nodded in agreement, her wings sparkling with excitement. They decided to pick a few flowers to bring back to their village. Carefully, they selected the most vibrant and fragrant blooms, placing them gently in Zinnia's basket. As they were about to leave, they heard a faint rustling sound. Turning around, they saw a tiny, frightened creature tangled in the vines. It was no bigger than a baby rabbit, with large, glistening eyes and delicate wings. "Do I have to help it?" Zinnia said, and Lobelia immediately fluttered over to assist. Together, they gently untangled the little creature and set it free. The creature looked up at them with gratitude and began to glow with a warm, golden light. "Thank you," it said in a voice as soft as a whisper. "I'm the guardian of this grove and you have saved me. In return, I will grant you a gift." Zinnia and Lobelia exchanged excited glances. "What kind of gift?" Zinnia asked. "But the gift of boundless delight," the guardian replied. "Whenever you need joy or comfort, just think of this moment, and your hearts will be filled with the purest delight." With that, the guardian disappeared in a shower of golden sparkles, leaving Zinnia and Lobelia standing in the enchanted grove. They looked at each other with wide-eyed wonder, knowing that their lives had been forever changed. They made their way back to the village, carrying the glowing flowers and the gift of delight in their hearts. From that day on, whenever Zinnia or Lobelia faced a difficult moment or a stormy day, they would simply close their eyes and remember the guardian's gift. Instantly, it would feel a wave of joy and warmth, as if they were once again in the magical grove. So their days were filled with the purest delight, bringing light and happiness to themselves and everyone around them. Let's move gently to the next heartwarming tale. A Journey Home. This story is about a boy named Muck who goes on an enchanting journey with a sunbeam spirit named Kawaii, learning that home is a feeling and not just a place. Muck, a young boy with curious eyes and a heart full of wonder, lived in a quaint village nestled within a serene valley. Every evening, he spent hours gazing at the stars, dreaming about adventures beyond the horizon. One night, as he sat by the window, a soft, shimmering light appeared before him. It was Kawaii, a sunbeam spirit wrapped in golden light, with wings as delicate as morning dew. "Muck," she whispered, her voice like a melody, "come with me and I will show you what lies beyond the stars." With a heart pounding in excitement, Mok followed Kala, leaving behind his familiar village. They soared through the night sky, the world below a tapestry of twinkling lights and shadows. Kala guided Mok to enchanting forests, where trees whispered secrets of the ancients, to mountains that kissed the sky, and to oceans that sang lullabies to the moon. Everywhere they went, Mok felt the embrace of the world's beauty and mystery. As dawn approached, Kala brought Mok to a place unlike any other he had seen. It was a land of eternal twilight, where the sky was painted in hues of orange, purple, and blue. The air was filled with a gentle hum, and the ground was soft and warm, like the embrace of a loved one. This, said Kala, is the heart of the world. It is the source of all life and light, a place where every star begins its journey. Mok marveled at the sight, feeling a sense of peace and belonging he had never known. Thank you, Kala, he said, his voice filled with gratitude. But as the moments passed, a longing began to stir within him. He missed his home, the sound of the river, the smell of the earth, and the warmth of his mother's embrace. Kala, sensing his yearning, smiled gently. Every journey must come to an end, Mok. But remember, home is not just a place. It is a feeling, a collection of moments and emotions that live within you. With a wave of her hand, she enveloped Mok in warm light and carried him back to his village. As the first rays of morning light touched his face, Mok found himself back by his window. The village was just as he had left it, but something inside him had changed. He realized that the wonders of the world and the warmth of home were all part of the same beautiful journey. From that day on, Mowgli's nights under the stars were filled with dreams of distant lands, but his heart always remained rooted in the place he called home. The new gentle story is ready for you. From Rose and the Dream Guardian. This story is about a girl named Primrose who meets the dream guardian Zinnia in her dreams, where they embark on magical adventures and overcome shadows of doubt together. Nestled in a quiet village, a little girl named Primrose lived in a quaint cottage surrounded by fields of blooming flowers. Every night, as the stars twinkled brightly in the sky, Primrose would close her eyes and drift into a world of dreams. One special night, she found herself in an enchanting forest filled with glistening fireflies and whispering trees. As she wandered deeper, she met a radiant figure named Zinnia, who introduced herself as the Dream Guardian. Zinnia had flowing hair that shimmered like moonlight and wings that sparkled with stardust. She explained that her duty was to protect the dreams of all children, ensuring they were filled with joy and wonder. Primrose and Zinnia walked through the dream state, visiting magical places like candy kingdoms and cloud castles. The air was filled with laughter and music, and everywhere they went, dreams blossomed like flowers. Zinnia taught Primrose how to create her own dreams by using her imagination. They painted the skies with vibrant colors and danced with friendly dragons. As the night grew longer, Zinnia sensed that Primrose's dreams were being threatened by shadows of doubt. She took Primrose's hand and led her to a hidden glade where a shimmering pool lay. Gazing into the pool, Zinnia showed Primrose how strong her heart was and how it could shape her dreams. With newfound courage, Primrose confronted the shadows, turning them into beautiful twilight butterflies. They fluttered round her, filling the dreamscape with even more magic. The two friends continued their adventures until dawn's light began to seep through. Zinnia promised Primrose that they would meet again in the world of dreams. With a gentle kiss on her forehead, Zinnia bade her farewell, and Primrose awoke in her cozy bed, feeling hopeful and inspired. From that night on, Primrose looked forward to her dreams, knowing that Zinnia would always be there to guide and protect her. Here's the new story to bring you closer to peace. The The resilience of Orchid and Amaryllis. This story is about Orchid and her resilient friendship with a frog named Amaryllis as they overcome a devastating storm together. In a quaint village nestled between vibrant meadows and whispering forests lived a kind-hearted woman named Orchid. She had a garden that was admired by all, blooming with purple wisterias, pink peonies and golden marigolds. One sunny morning, as Orchid tended to her garden, she discovered a tiny, injured frog nestled among the marigolds. His leg was hurt, and he looked weary. Orchid's heart ached at the sight. She gently scooped him up and promised to nurse him back to health. She named him Amaryllis, after the vibrant flowers. Amaryllis was bewildered at first, but felt safe in Orchid's caring hands. Days turned into weeks as Orchid dedicated herself to caring for Amaryllis. She built a small pond in her garden, so he could swim, and fed him the juiciest insects. Amaryllis, in turn, brought joy and laughter into Orchid's days. They became inseparable. One evening, a fierce storm struck the village. Winds howled, trees bent, and Orchid's garden faced the fury of nature. Orchid and Amaryllis huddled together inside her cottage, shaking with fear over the devastation outside. When morning came, Orchid's heart broke at the sight of the wrecked garden. The beautiful flowers were battered, and the once tranquil pond was filled with debris. Tears streamed down her face. Amaryllis, seeing Orchid's despair, mustered every bit of strength and hopped over to her. He croaked softly, as if to say they would rebuild together. Hitched by his resilience, Orchid wiped her tears and set to work. They worked tirelessly for days, cleaning and replanting. Slowly, the garden began to revive. Amaryllis helped by catching pests that threatened the neem plants, while Orchid nurtured each flower back to bloom. As the days grew warmer and the nights shorter, the garden transformed into an even more beautiful place than before. Through this challenging time, Orchid and Amaryllis learned the true meaning of resilience. They realized that together, they could overcome any obstacle. Their bond grew stronger, and so did their love for the garden. Their story spread throughout the village, inspiring others to face adversity with hope and determination. Orchid and Amaryllis didn't just rebuild a garden. They cultivated a lifelong friendship and a testament to the power of resilience. May tonight's story bring you comfort full night long.